Look a little bit. We got to continue to press and finish games, but I'm proud of the way we played today. Maybe the concussion helped.
I'm going to be spinning some nasty propaganda. The prodigal son, Arch Manning, has returned. It just took a little head trauma, a little bit of CTE, just a concussion from those cowbell slanging muckers out there at Mississippi State. For Arch Manning to have back-to-back phenomenal games. I mean, SEC Offensive Player of the Week right there. Dare I say, in the Heisman. Y'all don't want me. Come on, y'all. I'm here to push nasty agendas. Now, we're not going to talk about how we had to go to overtime to beat Mississippi State. We're not going to talk about how we let Vandy score 21 points in the fourth quarter. That included a 4th and 19 with Diego Pavia standing in his own end zone. We aren't going to talk about that because I'm a delusional Texas fan, and I wake up and I see things like this. The Athletic saying, don't shoot the messenger, but a 9-3 Texas team might just make it to the CFP. They're giving us another mulligan. I want y'all to know, ladies and gentlemen, the Arch Manning in Texas hype, it's back. And we got a bye week to let it soak in. We got a bye week to let everybody run crazy. To everybody hate us a little bit more. I guarantee you we rise up the rankings without even playing a game. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about some flip-floppers in the Athletic, because obviously the Athletic said, is Arch Manning college football's first flop? And since that, 4-0, 2 win against top 10 teams, 8 total touchdowns, 1 interception, 300 yards, 3 tutters, and back-to-back games. That is 29 for 346 and 4 touchdowns in last game against Mississippi State, the aforementioned CTE Bowl, and then 25 for 33, 328, and 3 of them things. Oh, man, it feels good. I've never been happier as a 2-loss Texas team, especially because we're not going to talk about the fact that we lost to a man that got fired, Sark. But, hey, it's hard to win in the SEC. I'm here to push some nasty propaganda. What I do want to talk about is the fact that, people were easy to turn on Arch Manning. Hey, I called him 2 packs of ass every other week because he was playing like it. But something I also told y'all as a delusional Texas fan is, like, I saw this player play last year. I saw him play. I didn't think he was Jesus. I didn't think it was. Of course, I'm gonna pump it up because it's my guy. I gotta pump it up, right? Shout out Joe Budden. But it's not that simple. It's also that, like, this was deeper than just play. If he was playing as bad and was mid last year, and I came out he was mid, hey, I'll be whatever. But he was a decent quarterback, and then he's missing things. He has bad, like, fundamentals of the game, things that I know as a Manning he's done more than most people in their life, right? I know he's set his feet more than anybody. I know he's had the first read more than I know. So to see him at this point of the season be 9th in passing yards, 11th most touchdowns, and again, since this tweet, so since October 7th. He's 24th most accurate quarterback, 77% on target, 20th best independent quarterback rating at 115.1 out of 154 quarterbacks with 25 attempts. Look, we can say a lot of things about Arch Manning, right? But you can't call him ass right now. Right now, at this little stretch, hey, he's a good quarterback. This is what I expected. Maybe not 300 and whatever every single day, all this other stuff. But I did expect him to just be able to operate our offense. We got plenty of talent, right? Now, I think we're starting to Dallas Wilson, after he babied our defense, I think showed us that maybe our wide receiver talent, maybe we were a little too oversold on Ryan Wingo. Maybe we need to get DeAndre Moore the ball a little more. I don't know, right? But what I do know is that I'm okay with this. I'm okay with pushing propaganda about this. If this is not, and I'm gonna talk to you as a realist for just a second before I get back in Texas Longhorn mode. Arch Manning is playing decent. He's playing good football. He's been accurate. We're gonna get into some film. He's been accurate. He's been on time. More importantly, that offensive line has been giving him a lot more time. Right? He seemed a little more comfy back there in that pocket. This last week in specific. Right? And this was supposed to be a good Vandy defense. This is a team that I didn't think we was gonna win. I gotta be honest with you. I was not sure if we were gonna beat Vandy. That's an insane sentence to say, but they were a bit of a team. They look like a real squad. The defense looked a bit scary, but he went out there and carved them up. He looked good. Now I don't like us not scoring any points in the fourth. I don't like the fact that in one of the first times we've seen a commanding game, why can't we finish it? Why can't we finish the game? But hey, we'll save that for some other yapping in session. I'm sure after we play the Bulldogs, win or lose, I'm gonna come and say something and have some nasty excuse. So for today, I do want to hear, like I said, look. Arch has had a very hard go of it, whether you like him or you don't. Again, Texas fans have been calling him trash. The media has been calling him trash. So it's got to feel good to go into bye week on such a high note. Let's hear what his head coach, Steve Sarkisian, and the man himself, Mini Manning, has to say. So let's hear it, Sark.
I do think he's grown up. I mean, he just looks so much more mature. He looks so much more poised. He looks so much more confident, and he's got a lot more trust in those guys around him. I think that continuity of playing with them more and more and more, just his ability to manage the game and change protections and work the shot clock and take the shots when they're there and check the ball down when the check downs were there. I mean, there was a really big play. I guess that would have been late in the third quarter. We called a double move. I think it was to Parker on their sidelines, and it wasn't there. And he checked the ball down to Trey Wisner, which probably doesn't seem like much. But I think it was a gain about 9 yards. And, I don't know if Arch was going to do that a month ago. I think he might have just let it rip to Parker and might have fallen incomplete. But his ability to get through reads, and there's another critical third down. He gets to about his fourth read and hits Emmett Mosley on a backside in cut for a critical third down conversion. And, he's allowed to do that because the protection was good. But I don't know if we were doing that. I don't know if we were even doing that 3 weeks ago. And so, he's really growing up before our eyes, and he's making great decisions, and he's throwing the ball accurately. And that's why you're 7-11 on third down, and I think at one point he was completed 18 to 19 passes, so very proud of him. It's been a long year. He's been through a lot. And so for him to have some of the success he's having right now is, he deserves it.
And I say that I'm a big Deion Sanders, a big Coach Prime fan. And I want y'all to know that, I'm very principled. I like to think principled in the things that I enjoy. The reason I like him or Coach Prime, I like Deion Sanders, but the reason I now like Coach Prime is because he's a player's coach's player's coach. So the same reason why I like Pete Carroll, same reason why I like Mike Tomlin, same reason why I like even Marcus Freeman for one of the younger guys. I'm loving Sarkisian, and I, he was towing the line there, right? Of, kind of going back at reporters, going back at fans, XYZ. But I come here and I say, and I've been saying that for the year or two that now that I've been uploading videos on this channel, anytime that a head coach gets in front of the media, it's all politics. It's all PR and politics. And he's sending messages not only to the fans and the media, but obviously to the locker room, because they're going to hear every single one of these words. They're going to hear that, right? So for him to always be, I don't want to say on that line, but always be championing his guys, always be praising his spot, but to take a stance for his players and for his team, what type of weight is already on Arch Manning's shoulders? See, everybody was quick to get mad and lash out at Arch for a crown that someone else put on him for his last name, right? So as much as it gives you great Warbury Parky and marketing opportunities, it also makes it, whenever you're failing, it's the loudest.
Offense is starting to click a little bit. We got to continue to press and finish games, but I'm proud of the way we played today. Maybe the concussion helped.
But can you kind of go into it and how comfortable you are?
I think it starts with the O-line. They played really well today. Receivers made plays, and that makes it a little bit easier on me. It's been a long month, I'll tell you that. But I think we've all grown closer together, and it's helped us in the long run. We just got to continue to press forward. This month of November is going to be no joke, so just got to continue to get better and stay connected. Just try to take it one play at a time, and then hopefully we win at the end. But just continue to be a good leader. I'm probably still going to get chewed out. I mean, you see that Hail Mary, I threw it in the freaking student section. So there's a lot to work on, but got to continue to get better.
Hey man, I like to see it. I like to see it. And, I spoke about the issues that he's dealt with, and Sark alluded to it as well. I think it's great to see him. First off, I think he's been doing a great job, still answering the questions, having grace, right? Even the Sam Houston situation, right? He's being able to put himself in his place and not be so just not so rigid, joking a little bit, giving some things. So I think it's great to see that, and great to see that he's kind of remained that, and it definitely looks a little more happy after this win. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna play action to CJ Baxter here. Now we've got, it looks like old Wingo Lincoln here, tight end getting heavy here. We got zone coverage. Everybody's staring at him. Safety sitting right at the top of the end zone here. Arch Manning is obviously gonna get to this read here. Looking left side, I can't see what the route is, but he's going to get off of it pretty quick. He doesn't like it. Now, look where his eyes go. Where he's looking at is this space, okay? He's not looking at Ryan Wingo, who's about to cross his face. He's not really looking at this defender who decided to go out here, which I don't know why you vacated this space. He's looking right here. He's saying, can I get the ball here? I'm going to look here. Now, this is great. This is quarterbacking right here, boy. So again, remember what I told you? Where's his head right now? He's looking at the defenders. He's looking at this space, right? He goes here. He changes his feet. Look at what this linebacker does. Linebacker sees his eyes. Linebacker vacates the space. This backer or either backer or defensive back, he sees he's going this way. Okay, well, he comes this way. Look at where his head is. Boom! Backside, boy. So I'm looking here. I'm holding here. I want to work this space right here. Actually, I want to work back here. Oh, I see this running back. Nah. And I know Ryan Wingo's going to hold here. I know you don't have a chance. You just bailed out. I created that space. And you hit for a beautiful pass over multiple defenders at the back of the end zone. That's some high-level quarterbacking, son. Hey, man, you're earning your last name, son. I like to see it. Now, the tail of the tape, because we can't get into too much tape. Arch Manning, 2,000 passing yards, 21 to be exact, 18 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 63 completion percentage, 203 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns, 63 QBR, 24 total touchdowns. Now, Johnny Mateer, at the top, he just shot to the top of the Heisman rankings. We're going to talk about people falling out of Heisman rankings. He didn't miss some games. It's kind of messed up. Anyway, Johnny Mateer, 1,900 passing yards, 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 64% completion percentage, 306 yards, 6 total touchdowns, 69 QBR, 14 total touchdowns. Now, it's kind of messed up to compare people that missed the seasons or games with injuries, but as a Texas fan, fuck the Sooners. You know what I'm saying? How about y'all beat us? how about win a game? And then we'll have a conversation. All right? You feel me? But actually, let's get into this, because this was a part of the third down drive that Sark talked about. So we'll watch this drive and we'll hop up out of here. Again, Arch Manning absolutely on fire here. On fire. So we're coming, again, this is the third. So remember, I want to stress this game, we dominated for 3 quarters. 3 quarters of domination, and then the fourth quarter, we just peed down our legs. So we're going to start here on 3rd and 4. This is that backside dig we're talking about. And I want to speak to the way he's playing the game of football, right? He's playing it with a lot more confidence on where he wants to go. Now, I don't like that he happy feet. This is his thing, because he likes to throw with his feet very flat, which is something you can see on that last touchdown. He kind of gets flat and gets a hard base. So what he does is he does a lot of chopping. Instead of kind of moving his face and making it a little smoother, he's kind of chopping here. I don't like it because I feel like it's a little bit of a wasted movement. But I do like it in the sense that he's keeping his legs, he's keeping his legs moving, able to use it. So right there, he releases, and I want to watch him. Look, He sees here. This looks okay. So this is zone. It looks almost manny there, but okay, he sees it's zone. But he has a safety over here. He's covered up. My tight end has a problem here. Oh, but I find the space between 4 defenders. Not bad. Not bad. That's a 3rd and 4. Big boy completions here. So what is this? We got, well, technically 3x1. Well, 3x2, right? It would be 2x2. We got, 11 personnel, 1 running back, 1 tight end. We got Parker Livingston up top. We got Mosley here. I think this is Wingo here as well. CJ Baxter in the backfield. This is looking like quarters. It's looking like a cover 4 variant. Cornerbacks flat. Safeties are even in here, but this cornerback looks to be bailing. It's cover 3. It's either cover 3 or cover man with Robert because this tight end is gonna sit. That other tight end is bailing to the center of the field to play the deep quarter or that deep center field. He's gonna see and release here over the outstretched hands. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That big bad 6'5" Parker Livingston. He doesn't look like he's 6'5". Hit your roommate on a nice, beautiful completion percentage here. Here we go. 1st and 10. We've got 3x1. We got 1 tight end, 11 personnel. A lot of 11 personnel. I want to see us getting some 12. I want to see now. No more 21 personnel, but I want to see a lot of tight ends out there. But anyway, we got Parker Livingston. It looks like DeAndre. And we're going to set up here. Great job by the Hogs, by the way. I mean, he cannot be overestimated. He takes a deep drop. He's sitting here. He's going to step up confidently and layer one here on the sail route. The thing about Arch is, and I'll tell you this, last year, he doesn't throw a great tight spiral every single time, but he has enough arm to get it there, right? And again, the arm's not bad. Sometimes he just side arms it so much. See how he kind of releases instead of coming over the top. He kind of side arms, and that's why he likes to get deep into his stance. So he side arms it, a little ducky. But what it does do, it gives him a lot of space. It gives him a lot of time between these defenders to corral this, be safe. Maybe get a little bit of yak here, make some people miss, and make some things happen, right? Great stuff. Great operation here. Tight end, we got him standing up here. Running back on the same side of the tight end. Looks like it's 3x2. If you count the running back, I always count the running back, but 3x1, you got him nasty flex or flexed out for your tight end here. So that should hopefully help you in the pass rush, which it didn't look like they needed much help in the pass rush. We're going to, on 3rd and 9, he's going to change. He just changed the protection. I don't know if you can see. He's going to go hard. He tried to go hard count, and now he's got it here. They're sending some heat at him right here. He just calm, cool, and collectively delivers where he needs to deliver. So remember, we start here. He gets a hard clap. Okay, boop. I see this is a little nasty here. This is a little nasty. Let's change the protection. Let the Hogs get it right. We good? Okay, cool. Change the protection. They come hot. He sees it, but he diagnoses it early. Boom. This guy's coming. Oh, wait, you're peeling off? Oh, easy peasy. Let's sit down. Let's move the sticks. Let's get a first down. I'm going to be spinning some nasty propaganda. So all I ask of you is to get ready. When I come in here with an Arch Manning bobblehead, an Arch Manning backwards jersey, an Arch Manning wristwatch, I'm going to support him as loud as I support Shador. Yeah, what you going to do about it? Huh? What you going to do about it? Nathan. Not Nathan. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all watching me yak about my Texas Longhorns. To my Texas Longhorn fans, I know some of y'all were asking, where is the Longhorn video? Here you go. I'm actually dropping it in prime time. I'm about to edit this thing, throw it up, same night on Monday. We're back in the lab. We're putting out content, talking about all types of things. Y'all be great. Y'all be phenomenal. Like the video if you like it. Dislike if you don't. Subscribe if you like football content of all shapes, sizes, forms, factions, and actions. Be great. We'll see you next time. Peace.